Rainy, you have a new suggestion for me, don't you? What was your suggestion that we just discussed as to how to turn this challenge around? What are your comments on that?
Yeah, I think balancing our timing tells are really important in playing any kind of online poker game,
Yeah,
including this one.
it's
So
why I'm balancing my fold here. So they don't know what I'm folding. I need to make sure I'm balancing the timing tail on my fold.
yeah, of
I'm
course,
glad I didn't
balancing.
let them know what 6 cards I had because they could have guessed otherwise. And that would have been problematic. It would have been an issue. As you can see here, I got the ice. It actually means that I'm running really well and I'm doing really well in the game. That's what it means. Link to my Substack in bio. But Chips, can you clarify to me some of the interesting experiences that we've had playing 6 card PLO in real life recently?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we have played at games where there has been a 100% VPIP,
Mm-hmm.
almost like a John Balatro challenge, if you like, but for thousands and thousands of pounds.
Yeah, yeah.
Instead of it being pocket money, we're talking about house and car money. So one wonders where the money comes from in those games.
Definitely from cash-rich industries where people will generate a lot of liquidity and yield off the table to allow themselves to maximize the KYC leverage that they do have on said tables to play with a very wide VPIP raising and re-raising blind as the manager watches over their back and assures us calmly that discussing the hands whilst playing said hands is perfectly fine and well within the rules. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of good poker rooms here in the UK.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to ever disparage any of them.
No, definitely not. No.
I believe in supporting the poker economy.
Yes.
You know, so yeah, I think we've played some good games. Played against some tough opponents, some not so tough opponents. Tried to win a bad beat jackpot here and there, and yeah, it's been a good fun time overall. Would you disagree with any of that, or?
Well, the one thing I disagree on, Chips, is the fact that I bought these sunglasses after we had a really interesting time where I had a seizure in the middle of a casino in London after we played, frankly, close to probably 80% VPIP on the table. There were a couple of people who were clearly trying to maximize their EV by sharing their cards and playing in a specific way with WhatsApp open, discussing hand histories conveniently with each other in Russian whilst playing said game. And after mentioning it to the floor of said establishment, one which shall not be named, I mean, hashtag Voldemort, hashtag loose lips sink ships, they acted like it was perfectly fine. And then the very hilarious, I think I'm just going to go all in with this hand, to be honest. It's very close. I'm going to be crushed with diamond draws a lot, but we do have a wrap as well, and we do have 2 pair, so it's not the end of the world. Let's see, it's like aces with diamonds, so then we're just like absolutely cooked. But surely he doesn't just have aces with diamonds, right? Anyways, it was almost perfect comedian timing because apparently offhand they had a flashing light and I was just wearing glasses at the time. I didn't have said sunglasses at hand and I had a seizure in the middle of the card room and it probably made them lose a lot of money, which is frankly quite interesting. And what was interesting was, even though seizures are quite common for me, they decided to insist upon calling the hospital. So we ended up at the hospital and whilst they weren't looking, because I didn't need to be at a hospital, we decided to just walk out of it because something that you might not know about me, I do have brain damage. I also had long COVID, and now I have epilepsy. So I frequented a lot of hospitals in the last 5 years. So I know my way around one or two hospitals within said local areas. So when the staff, this is a good MDA exploit, when you get put in the said situation, when the staff aren't looking, they don't have interconnected systems, and you're there against your will anyways. So you just walk out of the hospital and it will garner no said consequence. Do you have any comments on this, Chips?
Yeah, I mean, I believe in supporting the health system. And I also believe in game integrity.
Yeah.
Very important to me.
Thanks, Chichi. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I would say that it's important to try and balance your seizures where you can.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you can be giving away tells as to what your hand.
Oh, I haven't been doing the
might
timing
be.
tells. Oh no, sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm so sorry, Rainy. I forgot to balance my folds. I'll make sure to get back on top of that in the future. Anyways,
Okay.
thank you for forgiving me on this. Let's tank this, and then Chips, you can. I need to concentrate. I need to get it down. Stars tank about now. There we go. I stars tanks. Good. About 10 to 11 seconds. Keep it balanced. You were saying, Chips. Please do continue.
Yeah. So I think it's important to educate people in poker and outside of poker on the the medical risks associated with playing poker. And I don't have any I don't have any further thoughts other than that. I hope everyone's staying safe in this current time. So
I really do hope if 6-card PLO in real life becomes more of a collaborative feature game, that they allow you to openly construct and build teams and develop them in such a way that people know which clan everyone's a part of, say in like online gaming in a battle royale type environment, where you are able to determine and differentiate between who's on what team. And then that way it might be more transparent and more open, and you might be able to make better decisions on the field. What's your thoughts on this?
yeah, I think I definitely agree with you there. I would say 2 other points. I would say maybe what we can do is turn 6-card Omaha into a spectator sport.
Yeah.
We could invite audiences initially for free.
Yeah.
But after a while, if it takes off, we could charge.
Yeah.
And I also would like to invite the poker room that you that you have a history with now to become our sponsor, because we do need a sponsor, and they do need a show like this to put their name out there. So I feel that would be a really good use of their money, personally.
I do apologize, Chips, because I didn't balance my check back on the river there. So they now know I check back a showdown value hand on the river in position. I will make sure to work on that. Yes. Rainy, do you have any comments on exploitative strategies in regards to having seizures and entering the hospital environment, and how to navigate leaving said hospitals early? Do you have any thoughts on that, or do you have more thoughts on the actual game itself? What are your opinions on this?
It's a very interesting question. I think for entering the hospitals, I think you gotta balance your range as well. So you have to go to a hospital that's within, say, 43% of your maximum traveling range. And then see every hospital. And then you need to read the tendencies of the hospital staff, and then pick the softest hospital in your area to maximize your EV.
No, that sounds like a really valid and a very strong plan. And I very much appreciate you bringing that up. It's very clear and very apparent if you end up in a hospital too late at night in a environment that you are unaware how to return from, and in a situation where it might be dangerous leaving the hospital, you might end up having to stay in the hospital and risking the EV of said quality of care and balancing your survivability range within said hospital. What's your opinions on this, Chips?
Yeah, I feel like hospitals are important places, uh, and game selection is key. Uh, I remember a recent experience where I was traveling away from a hospital with someone that you may know, and crossing a certain bridge in a capital city somewhere, and wondering what I'd done in my life to get to that point.
Sorry, that was just a lapse of judgment.
It's no drama. It's okay.
Yeah, we have to focus on the game. I have to Stars Tank calling 100% of range. We do miss the flop, but we might have the pot odds to call. What's your opinions on this?
Yeah, I think you have 6 cards, and I think you should use them.
We did actually have the pot odds. That's the funny thing.
There you go.
See,
I haven't spent enough time with Phil Galfon's. Well, sorry, it's not even Phil Galfond. It's Jay Nandez's vision tool. Unfortunately, I'm not learned enough.
I guess you could say that you lack the vision in this said environment. So
I do, and that's a fair comment on your part. So,
yeah. Why is Bro so AI generated? Seriously. Daniel Negreanu dancing on the table with the stacks. Why doesn't he do it in real life on Hustler Casino? In fact, why does he never play on Hustler Casino? Is it against his contract to do so? Is it negating his contractual obligations? Why do we never see him play Phil Hellmuth heads up on a random generic, Philadelphian geofenced game where we limp call every hand? There's many interesting questions and thoughts to be had. Anyways, it's worth noting, due to my lack of skill so far, the John Balatro challenge at GG Poker isn't currently profitable, but we are looking to leverage said meme equity and hit a Babby jackpot, because that would be the funniest outcome. Let's be honest.
Well, I would ask you at this stage, being a connoisseur of similar challenges, someone who is a big fan, would you say that you are more or less cooked than Beans was in that?
I am definitely less cooked than Beans was in that. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, Beans got put in the 500 Zoom pool recently, and I was sat there watching the live stream, and it was not good. It was probably the softest 500 Zoom pool I had ever seen. And Beans didn't know how to play any spot. Oh, poor guy. He was a lamb led to slaughter. Let's just put it that way. It was a very interesting cautionary tale as to why, if you don't know what you're doing, you probably shouldn't play 500 Zoom. I know it's a really difficult concept to grasp, but I'm sure you can run it in Wiz and node lock it.
I've heard that 500 Zoom is the bottom of mid stakes. So I don't know who to believe, to be honest. But fair enough.
I don't know. If you sat there with like a bunch of Brazilian stable players, Demon Doink, Davy Jones, the iPoker, my arch nemesis, he always wins against me. It's definitely an easy game and should only be classed as mid stakes because that's what the stake indicates.
Yeah, fair. I think that's a good assessment. Yeah.
So we're going to go for 3 more. By 3, I mean 3 more buy-ins. And then we'll wrap it up at that point, because we do need to allow for some leverage maneuverability for the next videos, just to allow us to actually play hands in the future, due to it being also the KYC challenge. And as they know their customers, they know I live in the United Kingdom, the greatest of Britons, and no one is allowed to deposit money there. And due to the recent said GG apocalypse, there might be a higher frequency of Russian and Ukrainian flags on the site moving forward, as well as some generally Western Asian type flags. What's your comments on this, Chips?
I wouldn't like to say anything positive or negative in this instance. All I would say is I wish people on I wish people the best of luck on their journey on online poker and GG in general.
Would you say it's a mix?
A mix of just for clarification's sake, I would say there's a mix in general in this game. And I think people should enjoy themselves and play responsibly.
As Gandhi once said, "Sweet dreams are made of these." Who am I to disagree? I traveled the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good quote. That's a fantastic quote, and I thank you for raising it.
You're very welcome. I need to, break down things in a very pragmatic and logical way, so I can eventually set up a webinar course which will definitely change people's lives and charge a incredibly high hourly for it. And if I use more words than I currently do on average, basically the highest EV play is you actually gain EV by the more words you use per hour. That's what the MDA that I've looked at recently has indicated to me. As such, the more hands we play on the 6-card PLO, as we just saw, I won a stack, so we win more money an hour if we play more hands. Does my logic make sense? Rainy, what's your thoughts on this?
Sorry. I didn't quite get your question. Let me pass on this.
Okay, pass it on. Oh no, I didn't mix the cool pre. Now they're gonna know I have. Oh no. It's all gone wrong. I have 3 pair and a flush draw. How can I lose? If you haven't realized by now, we are definitely memeing and being very sarcastic, and it is a very interesting time, to be brutally honest, in online poker. A lot of stuff has happened within the last few days, at the very least. People might not talk about it on right away, but the whole industry is going to feel the effects of it within the next half year or so. So keep your eyes peeled. See what creators generally do say out loud. If you see more... yeah, sure. If you see more like coin poker sponsorships appear out of nowhere, Ben CB saying how great he is at poker or whatever, do just keep your eyes out level to the streets and see if anything apparent happens moving forward. Well, we have technically won 2 stacks instead of lost 2 stacks. So surely we're back to even by now, right? Just kidding. We're probably still down like 8 buy-ins or something stupid. It's really hard to tell because I'm playing 100% of hands, and most of the money actually goes to the rake rather than, I think, the actual table. I think that's a pretty valid assessment. It's pretty egregious to understand what's going on. But this is the John Balatro challenge at GG Poker, live and direct, straight to your YouTube channels. If you enjoy and you love what you're saying, we can't fault. Go us, I guess. Pop off king. That's actually a pretty good texture for us. Twice. He has top set. Jack, 1 time. I'm actually kind of sweating this one. Declined. Rude. Maybe did it ever think about my feelings,
Yeah, maybe not.
Oh well. Well, we are going to say womp womp to the Balatro challenge at GG Poker Live, the John Balatro challenge at GG Poker Live. And I hope you're enjoying this content more. We're definitely going to be doing some more Hustler Casino analyses soon, as well as some educational content here and there. So just let us know your thoughts and what you actually do want to watch. And I hope that you all take care out there. Godspeed and good luck, and all the best coming up in the future. And just stay tuned, because I'm planning to release a lot of content and a lot of shorts. Not necessarily focus on Hungry Horse, although maybe one day we shall return